I'm here with my wonderful friend Katie Oliver.
Hello!
And today I needed her luscious long blonde hair to do a hair tutorial for you guys for 2 holiday party hairstyles that even beginners can do. But Katie is an amazing counselor. She's an expert at skincare and a great friend to all, but not so great with hair.
Unfortunately, I struggle.
She admits it herself. I'm not just being mean. But these are 2 hairstyles that she could wear to any holiday party. And so I quickly off camera taught her how to do them, and then I filmed her doing them to herself with me explaining what she's doing so that you guys at home can feel like even as non-hairstylists, you could do these to yourself for a holiday party. So without further ado, enjoy. Alright guys, Katie's hair is actually already prepped for all the styles that we're going to do today because she came to get her hair cut yesterday by me, and so...
At Hairpiece.
Correct.
You should go.
And so yesterday we cut it, and when I was drying it, I used a volumizing mousse at her roots to give her some volume and some lift there. So there is product in her roots that will help all these styles stay. And then we curled it with a 1.5 inch barrel curling iron. We touched up the curls a little bit today, but overall she slept in them and we haven't changed much. And then the curls were hairsprayed with my favorite hairspray, the Moroccan Oil Medium. And today we're actually going to put some KMS Hair Play texturizing spray in there, and that'll help your hair have more texture and it'll help the bobby pins be more secure. So that is what you need for these styles. But we are going to start with the Updo Chignon. Yes. And so she is most excited about that one probably for her party. But yes, here she goes.
The first thing that Katie does is separate 2 sections, one on each side of her part in the front of her hair. You just go about 3 inches back from your part, and you take each of those sections and you put it into a butterfly clip to keep it separated for the rest of the style. Before she pulls the rest of her hair into a low ponytail, she does a quick rough tease to create some more volume in the crown of her head. You can begin by separating sections with your fingers and going in with a teasing brush like this or a wide tooth comb if that's all you have, and just go in and down as the motion with the comb, and that will create some extra volume, and it'll be much easier for your bobby pins to stay in place if they have something like that to work their way into. Then she's just going to use the back side of the comb and smooth out what she's just done to create the low ponytail. After she secures her ponytail, she can take some small sections of hair and just gently tug at them to create even more volume in the crown and just make sure it's not too tight and severe of a look. Then we're going to do an old school topsy tail. If you remember from elementary school when you used to separate your ponytail in half right before the holder and then bring your hair down through it to create these beautiful little twists, that is what she's going to do. That's going to be the base of the look of this chignon. So you can do it once and then tighten your ponytail again. And then the second time, you're going to wrap the ends of your hair around your fingers and just gently set it right inside your last topsy tail. And this is where we begin using our bobby pins to secure it, because this is going to be the actual look of the bun that we are going for. In general, the more layers that you have, the more bobby pins you'll have to use to secure all of your hair. She's going in and putting the bobby pins in vertically and grabbing sections of hair with them to secure them into the bun and into the base where we had all of our back combing, and that's going to really help it stay. And then your last step is to take the outsides of the bun and you're going to put them up against your head so you can't just see straight through the middle of the hole. That way it looks more like a real chignon. The last step of this first look is to take those 2 sections that you put out of the way in the beginning that are right in front and twist them back, and you're just going to set those twists right over all those bobby pins, and it kind of hides all of those. You can pull the twist out to make it a little bit thicker, but in general, Katie is just lightly twisting it away from her face. She's looking at where she wants her bangs to be in the front before she secures them so that she can make sure it's not too tightly pulled back and it's just how she wants it at her face. And then you're basically just making sure that those are tucked in and you can't see the ends of your hair. And so that way only a few bobby pins will still be showing at the end. All right, we're calling party look number 2 boho braids, and this is a half up style. So Katie's taking this hair right around her crown, and she is just twisting it and pushing it up against her head to add a little bit more volume before she secures it with a couple bobby pins. She has left out a couple sections of hair though around the front of her face because those are all going to be braided to incorporate into the look. So on her heavy side of her part, she's going to be doing 2 different braids. One right in front with kind of her fringe section and one directly behind that. And then on the light section, she is going to be doing 1 braid. So she's just beginning by braiding down her hair, just a normal braid. You don't have to worry about doing a French braid, a Dutch braid, or anything like that. It is just a standard braid. So easy enough that if you can braid, you should be able to do this style. One of the most important steps in this look is to stop after you've finished your braids and tug on them for a look of extra volume. So she's holding the end of the braid where the elastic is and just tugging on the outsides of each side one after another to get a look of thicker, fuller braids. The last step is to take each braid one at a time and pull it across the back right where you had the rest of it secured with that bobby pin and cover up any bobby pins that you already had showing, which can be a hard thing to try and see. But Katie is just using her fingers to feel the back of the head where she needs to cover that up, and she's putting the bobby pins in vertically and pointing them down towards her hair. And you want each braid to have its own space to show, so you're just going to put one on top of another.
Okay, so now that we're done, Katie's gonna give her thoughts on how she felt during this process. How was it?
So I thought that the first one was definitely easier for me than the second one. I had a little bit of trouble.
You killed the first one.
Well, thank you very much.
Really good.
Yeah, I was struggling with making the braids a little fat, but I'm gonna work on that. But I definitely felt like with a little bit of practice on all of them, I could make them continue to be better and better. The most difficult thing was definitely trying to hide the bobby pins just because I can't see the back of my head. At the same time, I'm not a hairstylist, and I don't think anybody tonight at my holiday party is gonna be looking at my bobby pins. So,
correct. If you are showing, it's okay.
Yeah, and they're blonde, so you really can't even tell.
Yeah.
Or brunette. And then I also thought it was really neat how now that I've learned to do these braids, I could do this and then do it into the chignon bun to mix it up. So I feel like I have tools in my arsenal to kind of do variations.
Now you don't need me to come get you ready for every holiday party.
I still need you.
Well, thank you so
to
much
be
for
with
coming
you.
to be in my video. I'll probably have you do another one. But Katie is awesome, and there is a link below to her site where she sells amazing skincare products, and she would be happy to answer any questions for you about that.
Yes,
But if you have any holiday party hairstyles that you guys want to learn, feel free to comment and post a picture, and I will try and do some sort of tutorial or point you to a tutorial that explains how to do that. So,
and then I can come back and do more.
exactly. She can learn even more things.
All the things.
All the hair things.
All
So have a very Merry Christmas, everyone, and we'll see you next time.